Hey ladies and gentlemen, it's Jordan, and today's Tuesday now? I hope everyone had an awesome Labor Day weekend, grade 3 day weekend, maybe 4 day for any college classes that might have gotten out early Friday, or if you didn't have much. Um, Hope everyone had a great time, got to do some fun things. I remember telling you guys last time I spent my Labor Day weekend, or at least part of it, going to visit my fiance in Georgia. And that was honestly a lot of fun. Because I left Friday, because no band practice. Thank you. I left Friday. I met him up at his work, because he was working that day. Stayed there, got to meet a couple of his coworkers and hang out there, and it was a bunch of fun. Great meeting everyone. It sucks he had to work because not only did he have to work that day and close, he had to work the day after. But because of Labor Day, they closed early Saturday. They closed at 3. So we were able to get out a little earlier. And I know while I was there at his work, there were some shops and things like that everywhere, so I got to go looking around. I bought a couple of things for me that I'm real happy about. But I know after work the first day, we had to do a couple things and then everyone went out bowling. So went bowling with his coworkers, which was actually pretty fun. That's probably the best I've done at the beginning of a bowling game ever. I got like 2 strikes in a row, and I'm like, this doesn't happen when I first start bowling. What's going on? I'm gonna blame it on the location. But did that, went home, hung out, slept. And as I said, he had to work the next day. So we go there, he works till 3. And luckily enough, Saturday, what we decided to do was go to a Braves game. Let me rephrase. My, at least, first Braves game. See, for those who know me, I'm not a big sports person, period. And I'm definitely, if anything, I'm definitely not a baseball person. I don't know a lot about baseball. I know a little bit because I used to play softball when I was younger. I know that's not the same, really, because it's like a youth team. I know it's not the same at all. But there was that, as well as where I'm at, there is a baseball team called Montgomery Biscuits, but they're not like, they're not a pro team, if I'm right. I don't know. Like I said, I know nothing about baseball or teams or anything, but the way my mom phrased it when I came back and got to see them is like, you went to your first pro baseball game, meaning the ones that we've gone to before were not them. We're not that. But no, I got to go. The only part I didn't like about it was the fact we got the tickets too late, so we were a bit high up, which didn't really bother me because escalators to get up there, fine by me. What bothered me was our parking garage was a mile away from the stadium. So we had to walk a mile there before the game started and a mile back after it ended, which I did not love at all. But other than that, it was fine being up there. The game was actually interesting. Anything I didn't understand, I asked Matt, and he would tell me. And I honestly had a lot of fun. A lot of things happened that I was like not ready to see. There was some weird tool race and some other things going on in between, which was funny and fun, but I just wasn't prepared for it. So the game was fun. I actually liked it, and I hope I get to go to another one at some point in time with him, definitely. Another thing I got to see there, because it's the new stadium in Georgia, that SunTrust Park, that new stadium. And there's something outside of it called the Battery. And I don't know why it's called that. I don't know why anything is why anything is anything there. But we went somewhere during the game. He's like, "Hey, do you want to go see it?" And I'm like, "Sure, why not?" So we left our seats, went down to the bottom. We were able to get out. And apparently what's in the Battery is a whole bunch of shops and restaurants, and there's a lot going on down there, especially during a game. So we walked outside to it, and there was just things were lit up, people were everywhere. I'm like, what is this? Where are we? Like, what's going on? There's so much happening at once. So we walked around for a bit, him telling me what's what, the places he's probably been to, there. Yeah, the places he's probably been to, or at least heard about there from his parents. And it was great. We were able to walk into a record shop, actually, which is his favorite pastime, because he likes looking at that kind of stuff, records and things like that, and it's fun. But we walked into that was pretty cool, and then we walked around. We got some gelato at a, like, pizza place / was it a bakery? I don't know what it was. But it was something, and it was really good. We got we got a couple pictures taken of us in front of the giant Atlanta Braves sign, neon sign. And all in all, it was a great game, and I had a lot of fun with him. I'm glad I got to hang out with him at that, something he loves to watch, and me actually liking it. I'm glad I actually liked it. That means I can go with him again, and I'll actually be happy about it. It was either that or country music concert, which I don't like country music. Didn't like baseball either, but I was at least fine with that part. But after that, we had to walk a mile back to our car. And this is something I normally do because my mom confirmed it after I told her what I did. Usually whenever me and my family, or me and my family, I try to stay awake when I'm with like friends. We go to a football game or something, or we have some kind of event going on all day. We get in the car, and usually what I will do is basically take a power nap till we get home. I will sleep in the car until we end up back at our house. And there's no problem with that, at least not in my opinion. And Mom confirmed this, like, whenever we've gone to a real, like, college football game, that's what I would do when we got done. I'd immediately at some point pass out in the backseat of the car, and that'd be it. But before I did, I mentioned I was kind of hungry, because I didn't eat too much while I was there anyway, which wasn't a problem. I didn't have a problem with it, but I was kind of hungry after the game because I only had a hot dog and that gelato that I mentioned. So we get in the car. I start doing my normal spiel of going to a game and dozing off in the car. In the passenger seat next to him, I have my hand on his leg, and I just and I notice, like, before I start kind of drifting he kind of turns down the music a little bit. If he moves his hand to the console, he will slowly take his hand off of mine, do whatever he has to, put it back. And I know before we got home, there was just a car that raced past, and I wasn't asleep, but I heard the car, and I was just like, really? What is wrong with... I don't know what... That car was broken. Something was wrong with it. But ignored that, went back to sleep. I noticed that he changed the music from what he would normally listen to, like rock music or something like that. And the volume was low, so it didn't bother me what he listened to. But he changed it from that to, like, soft jazz music, something quieter and calmer. And I noticed it, and I'm like, he's trying to make sure he doesn't wake me up. It was so nice. It was so nice, because we hadn't been able to... No, I've had to have fallen asleep in the car. I have, but that was with other people. But no, whenever I decided to like open my eyes, we hadn't gotten to the house yet. We were close though. And we were driving for a bit when I thought we should have like turned down to the neighborhood, and I'm like, we haven't gone in the neighborhood yet. And I'm like, I'm not gonna say anything because I trust him. He's not gonna kidnap me or something like that. And then after a while, he mentions it himself. He's like, you know that turn we passed just now, or just a bit ago? That would have been the neighborhood. I'm like, I figured, and I wasn't gonna say anything. And he was taking me to the Walmart that was close by, because I mentioned I was hungry earlier, and we were gonna get me like a small sandwich or something to eat back at the house, which was so. I told him like, you don't have to do that. I don't have to eat, and he's just like, you're not gonna go hungry when you're with me, which was so nice, and that made me happy. But no, we got that, went back to the house. He was dog sitting, so he let out the dogs. We went back to his house. I ate my little sandwich. He had Smart Ones pizza. We were just watching YouTube in the kitchen. And then we went upstairs and got ready for bed, pretty much. Aside from a couple other things. He had to go on his laptop for something. I forgot what it was. But, no. And then woke up Sunday. Took me to go eat lunch. And then he showed me around a certain area for a little bit. And then I went home. And as I said before, it sucks either him leaving here or me, which is the first time I've been over there, so first time me leaving to come back, which is great. I'm glad I finally got to see him, because I mentioned I felt bad about him always coming up here to visit me, and I haven't been down there yet. But even then, I miss him. I had so much fun. I did. And I can't wait to go visit again, because that's a big area that I want to go walking around in with him. That's a big area that I don't know what's there, and I want to. And it's a lot of fun. And I'm glad that I got to visit where he lives and see the things he sees all the time, as opposed to him doing that with me here. But like I said, I was gonna give you guys, or probably gonna give you guys, a recap of what happened over the weekend and what we did. I'm not sure how much of this seems like much to you guys, but it was definitely so much for me, and I'm glad that I got to go through it and visit and have fun before the impending hell known as football. Our first home game is this weekend, and I'm not here for it. I'm not here for this anymore. I think I'm starting to get sick of it, and that's not great. But it's fine. I'm okay. Anyway, it is now like 8:51 in the morning. I have about an hour, a little over, before class starts. So I'm gonna veg for a little bit longer, finish getting ready and things like that for class. That way I can just get through it and come back here. Again, thanks guys so much for watching. You like the video, like it, subscribe if you want. Again, I hope everyone had an awesome Labor Day weekend with either their family or friends or whatever they were doing, because I know I had a great one. And I will talk to you guys in the next one. See ya.